How you doing, everybody? This is Dan, Chicago Uberman. It is September 21st, 2017, and I wanted to talk to all of you about what's going on in our rideshare world here in this huge, great, wonderful city. I now have 4,800 rides, about 4,550 of them with Uber, the rest with Lyft, and I'm still out there. And while it's getting harder and harder, I'm still making a decent living out there. Just have to work a little smarter and a little different than we had to before. I've been hearing some concern amongst our drivers that they're getting rid of Quest bonuses. Well, I got news for you guys. They did that a long time ago. The Quest bonuses they're offering us now are an absolute joke. Ever since they decided we could, quote, name our own Quest bonus, that was ridiculous. I mean, really, what kind of bonus is like $10, $15 for 30 rides, or or $10, $20 for 40 rides? I mean, that's not even worth worrying about. That was one of the great incentives for doing Uber Pool, was that while the Uber Pool rides kind of sucked, at least they counted towards our Quest bonuses. So then you didn't mind doing a 2-3 minute ride where you didn't make any money. Or with the Uber Pool, 1, 2, 3 different passengers would count as a ride, which they still do, but it's just not enough money to even concern yourself with. I remember back a year or so ago, I would get $65 Quest bonuses, $50 Quest bonuses. So, on a Thursday night after I worked all week and I was finally going to hit my bonus, I would suddenly turn a $110 night into a $170 night, which was, well worth it. But now, I mean, they want you to take these rides and they want to punish you for canceling rides, but then yet they want you to take rides where it's not even worth your time. But anyway, I'm very reluctant to take Uber Pool, maybe down in the city, or maybe if it says Uber Pool long trip, 45 minutes or more. But even that is it. I mean, you're suddenly doing a ride where you make $22, where if they ordered a regular Uber, you'd have made $30. So you have to really think long and hard before you take an Uber Pool anymore. Another thing I think they've really gone haywire on is this incentive thing where they make you a diamond driver, a platinum driver, a gold driver, a blue driver. I was for a long time a platinum driver until this last reporting period. You needed like 1,800 points to remain platinum. Well, I got over 2,000 points, but they took it away from me because my cancellation rate was a little bit over 4%. So they took it away from me and busted me all the way down to blue. And really the only thing that you benefit from with that whole deal, in my opinion, because I'm not going to go back to college, is the fact that you would know how long the ride you took were going to be. So if you got a 2-minute ride, you could decline it. Of course, they don't want you declining those rides, so they want to hide that from you if they can. And I just think that whole thing is misguided, and I think whoever is coming up with the decisions in that regard has probably never driven themselves. What's going on out in Chicago? I notice business has picked up a little bit for us full-time riders. Now summer's over and the college kids are back in school. I sense there's a lot of kids home from college that drive Uber part-time. And but now I used to take just any ride that they offered me, but now I basically am out there trying to find longer rides. I mean, rides. I live out in the Naperville, Romeoville area, Plainfield, and I try to get a ride out to the airport, which is always a nice ride, or down into the city. Once you're down there, then you kind of stay there because it's busy enough to get by. But to have to do Uber Pool out here in the suburbs is just a joke. Rarely is there ever more than one rider. It's just a way for people to save money, and I don't blame them personally for trying to do that, but it's just not worth my time, and I really don't think it's worth yours either. It's kind of interesting to me that uh, that Friday and Saturday nights now are becoming much busier now that there's fewer of us out there. You know, they have flooded this market with drivers like they do every other market because it doesn't matter to Uber. I mean, if it really doesn't matter to them if their drivers make money or not, as long as they have enough cars out there to cover it all. Uh, but it's been kind of nice here on Friday and Saturday lately because here in Chicago the bars are always hopping and they always will be. Also, by the way, I'm sure you've heard this before, but I really recommend that you get a camera inside your vehicle. I mean, even if you don't have it turned on, it's an incentive to the people in the back seat to behave themselves or not give you too much trouble if they think that camera's on. I am one thing I do appreciate about this job though is that uh, I would say, I'd say 99 out of every 100 passengers are really nice and they don't give you any trouble. The only ones that bother me are these ones who are constantly telling you how to go or questioning the app. I had a guy last night. He had three. It was, the city was very congested, and I was taking him into the city from out in the loop a little ways, and three different apps had me going the same way. And he's in the backseat mumbling, what app told you to go this way, or this is taking a lot longer. We should have stayed on the highway and got off at Ogden. We just kept getting these little digs in, and I almost said something to him, but I didn't because his wife was back there with him, and she seemed like a really nice lady. So I held my tongue. Besides that, they are our customers. Customer is always right, folks, whether it's Uber or anything else. Another thing I'd like to advise some of you drivers, especially some of you younger ones, is that all of your passengers may not want to hear your loud music. One complaint I get from people is that they say one guy said to me, these drivers all think I want to hear their rap music, and they turn it up real loud. They are your customer, guys, and you should make them as comfortable as you can in the vehicle. Even if that means no music. I know a lot of people think, well, it's my car, this or that, but they are paying you to do them a service. And I recommend that you do what they want and forget what you want in that regard. All right, I hope you all make a lot of money. There's money to be made out there. You just got to work a little smarter and maybe in some cases a little harder. And take care, and maybe we'll talk again soon. Bye.